Hi, this is Rob Casey, and I've got this little video here for you to talk a little bit about fapturbo and the importance of your broker. I've already talked a little bit about that in a previous blog post, but I want to illustrate the point here once again. Now, what you're seeing is an account that I set up on the 6th of March, and the account didn't begin trading. First of all, you can see here it was set up on the 6th. I deposited $5,000 into the account. It didn't begin trading until the 9th because we're heading into a weekend on the 6th. Now this particular chart is set up for the Euro GBP trading on a 15-minute time frame, which is the standard setting for the scalper mode for fapturbo. Now what fapturbo does in scalper mode is it does what it might imply, and that's scalping small wins out of the market. So if you come over here to our profit column, you'll notice there's a bunch of very small profits. There's one negative one. But overall the profits are not big over the fence type of trades, and that's how it manages to do what it does so successfully with such a low amount of risk. It has a very low exposure in the market because it's in and out in a matter of minutes or less than an hour. Now, from the 9th through to the 18th, we had 12 trades, and if you come over here and have a quick look, you'll notice out of the 12 trades, we had 11 of them were profitable trades. Only one of them was a losing trade. Now, the way the scalper mode works, is it trades the European session when it's trading in a range, a sideways range. It's really only a 4 or 5 hour period during the day. But you'll notice up here on the chart, all of the trades here on the 10th were performed specifically during that sideways range trading period. As well, up here, our next trade happened when we were moving largely sideways in a range. Again, here, largely sideways in a range. This trade here is interesting. You'll notice that we were not in a range. Of course, when it initiated the trade, it didn't know that. It probably suspected or felt it was going to be another sideways range trading period. But that's not what happened. Things got a little bit out of control here. And interestingly, that corresponds with our losing trade right down here. Over here, we have our next set of trades, 3 trades that day. Again, in a range, all successful trades. Up here, mostly in a sideways range, all successful trades again. So this just shows that fapturbo in scalping mode works tremendously well. 11 of our last 12 trades were successful trades. They were small profit trades, but that's what scalping is designed to do. Again, it gets you in and out of a trade quickly for a low amount of risk. It keeps your equity curve growing on a fairly steady, fairly smooth pace. That way you're not watching your account balance gyrate up and down like a roller coaster, which can be extremely nerve-wracking. This is a nice smooth curve you're going to see. But in order for that to happen, you have to have a broker that has decent spreads. If the spreads are too big between the bid and the ask, the robot will simply not place any trades. So here in our period from the 9th to the 18th, we had, I believe, 5 trading days because it doesn't trade on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So during that 5 trading days, we had 12 trades. If the spreads are too wide for the robot to trade, it simply won't place any trades, and you'll be sitting there wondering, why is my robot not trading? It's probably one of the most common questions people have with fapturbo. They buy the robot, they throw some random broker on there. I don't know how they choose the brokers. Actually, the broker that's recommended by fapturbo is not something I would recommend. Don't go with FXDD. At the time when fapturbo first came out, they recommended the broker. It was actually doing a great job at that time. But brokers change, and we need to be ready to change with them. So currently, FXDD is not performing all that well. Its spreads are a little bit too wide for fapturbo to execute well on, so it doesn't place very many trades. But if you trade with the right broker, you will get trades, as I'm demonstrating here, and the trades are profitable. Now, as I said, brokers often change. What was a great broker a couple months ago might not be so good today. It's not that they're necessarily evil or bad. Well, some of them are, but it's not that they're generally evil or bad or anything. It's just that the spreads that they may be able to offer you might not be suitable for fapturbo. So sometimes you have to switch brokers. One of the things we do inside the fapturbo expert guide is we stay on top of the brokers as much as we can. And to do that, what I have is I have a number of accounts set up at a number of different brokers where I monitor the spreads from those brokers. Now, of course, I can't be set up at all 140 brokers that might offer MetaTrader platform functionality, but I'm set up at a number of brokers, and it allows me to keep track of what sort of spreads the different brokers are offering, and I can report that back to members of the fapturbo expert guide. Now, one last thing I want to comment on is you'll notice the profits over here are fairly small for each of the individual trades. There's two reasons for that. I mentioned one already, that fapturbo in scalper mode is designed to take a whole bunch of small trades, small profit trades, as a way of minimizing its exposure. The other reason is that because I have my personal funds spread across so many brokers to allow me to monitor so many different brokers, I purposely set my position size for each trade to be a very small amount. It's a way for me to limit my risk because I have to deal with so many different brokers, and some of them are not very good. Anyways, that is my latest update on this account that I started on March 6th. If you're looking for a right broker, get into the members area of the fapturbo expert guide, check out the broker watch section, and you'll find out what my recommendations are for the right broker. Cheers.